I'm going to show you 5 safety tools that every beginner needs to start their woodworking journey. Stick around to the end because I'll have one bonus tip for you. So the first one is the Micro Jig Go 2. This is a very high quality made product. It's made in the US. I think it's out of California. But this is a very good product if you own a table saw. For the money, it runs around $40, I think, or $30. It might have gone down a little bit since I've got it, but I've had this thing for 6 months, and it works super well. It glides smoothly, and it grips the wood pretty good. I'll show you a demonstration over at the table saw. So let's go to the table saw. So it works very well. You just put the piece of wood on, you put it on the piece of wood. Move my fence over here, over a little bit. So I'm not going to turn the table saw on because I'm not allowed to use the table saw by myself. But whenever my dad is here, he watches me. But I'm just going to do a demonstration without the table saw on. So it pushes it through there really good. And so whenever you get one of these, so the piece itself has these colors on it. So this one has some striped green, yellow, and then a solid green, and it's got a blue and then an orange and then a no cut sign. So it comes with a sticker that you put from 0 all the way to, it goes all the way to 2.5. So here it is right here. So the no cut is going to be there where the X, I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but it kind of has a little X. And then the green, so if you have this like here, if I put my fence over here, so that's in the yellow. So that means I would have to flip this to yellow in order for it to cut and not cut the green grip strips in there, which I've done once. Right there, kind of. I don't know if you can see that little line right there, but I kind of cut it right there a little bit. But this is what this piece is for. So this is a very nice product, and I would highly recommend this product. The next one is just a regular push stick. This one has a grippy piece on it. Not as grippy as the Micro Jig, but this is for if you're doing like real thin strips and not real thick is what the Micro Jig one is used for. But this has a little lip right here so it catches the wood when you're doing it. So I'll show you here. So it just catches the wood. And then it has the top like most of them do where you just push it through. So this is a nice one right here. They're not too expensive, which is good because you can just get a couple of these to lay around your shop. You can use them at your router table, your miter saw if you need to hold something down while you cut it. I wouldn't use this one, but I sometimes use a Micro Jig to hold it down at the miter saw. But overall, this is a very nice product, nice and cheap for the quality you're getting. So I would highly recommend this one. The next one are these Rockler bench cookies. These are really nice. I use these things all the time. They are super grippy to grip stuff. Like you can wash them down with water or some alcohol, and then they will wash off, and then they're still going to be grippy, so the grip's not going to wear away. I use these for sanding and all sorts of stuff. I use them for holding down stuff whenever I just stain it or lift it off the ground. They do have some accessories you can get for these, so you can get some pieces. That's why this threaded insert is in here. So this is not to connect to a tripod. This is for connecting them to their accessories, which will lift them up if you have a jigsaw and you need to use your jigsaw on it. Or they have a cap here for if you're going to paint. It's a little nose cap, so it just has a little point at the top so it doesn't mess up your paint. These are a super nice product, and I have a couple of these. I'll get my other stack. So I have 8 of these in total. So I use these all the time. You could get 2 of these, a 2-pack, and you'll be all set, because then you can do a little bit bigger projects and stuff. So overall, these are a super nice product, and I would very highly recommend these things. Next is safety glasses. I have a couple of these safety glasses. Not this brand, but I have a couple of these safety glasses, kind of like this one. But this is a Zorge brand. I just got these at Ace Hardware. I think they're around $3, so you can get them online. I'll put a link of the description to these, and I'll put a link in the description for everything that I've shown you today, and even my camera equipment I have that I'm using to film all this stuff. But these safety glasses. They're anti-scratch, so if you drop them or they get hit by a piece of wood, they're not going to scratch like some of them are. They're like the Milwaukee kind. I don't have the Milwaukee, but I've tried the Milwaukee kind, but they're kind of like those, and they have this nice slim earpiece, so they don't whenever you're wearing earmuffs or hearing protection, they don't pinch against your ears like some of them do when they're real thick. And then they have a rubber in here, so they don't pinch your ears. Now, these are a very good product, and I would highly recommend these. Get a couple of them and you're set. The next one is the Elgin USA hearing protection. I did a review video of this one and the earmuff kind. So you can go over, if you want to see more detail in these, you can go over to that video and watch that one. But I recommended these because they block more of the sound, and they have a really good beat to them. These are good, and it's always good to have some hearing protection. You don't have to have Bluetooth kind, but the Bluetooth kind do have up to 27 decibels block out of the sound, which is pretty high. And so I use these ones all the time, and I would highly recommend these products too. So now for that tip I told you about, so it's not wearing gloves when using power tools. So wearing gloves when using power tools is not a very safe idea. Some people prefer wearing gloves, but I've seen lots of videos and lots of people hurt by wearing gloves while operating power tools, especially the table saw. That cotton or the fabric, it will catch the fabric, and it will most likely pull it in, and then your fingers in there, so you're not going to be able to get it out in time. And so it's going to pull your hand in there, and it's going to cause some major damage. And so you just should not wear gloves while operating power tools. And I personally prefer not wearing gloves, because all that, I do not want to lose a finger, and I want to keep my fingers. So that's the tip for this video, and thank you for watching, and until next time, go build something awesome.